When you remove the cleaner from the pool, pull it gently by the floating cable, and when it comes to the surface of the water and just breaks the surface of the water, you must grab the handle. Do not carry it by the cable. For what would happen is, these reinforcements will no longer last, and the cable eventually will pull from the motor and short out the motor, or maybe even cause a break within the cable itself, which can become an expensive and costly repair. Hold the handle up, pull the cleaner from the water, allow all the excess water to drain. What we suggest, since it's such a beautiful investment and you're going to have it for so many years, when you rest the cleaner on its backside in order to take out the filter, put it on a soft surface, like a towel. Remove the bottom lid assembly. Again, remember there's a variation of different locks. Some have 2, some have 4. Pull out the bottom lid, and there's your filter bag. Next, what you want to do is clean the filter bag. Now, when you remove the filter bag, even though you thought your pool was clean, you're going to find inside particles and debris much smaller and much nastier than you ever imagined, all throughout. Now, this stuff is easy to remove. One is you can just take it, turn it inside out into a garbage receptacle, and then we want to rinse off the excess stuff that's trapped into the bag itself. Simply rinse away the fine debris that's trapped within the fibers of the bag. Also take the hose from the inside and give pressure outwards. Another way to thoroughly clean the bag is by taking it, dip the filter bag into a bucket, but turned inside out so that the felt side is now on the outside. And actually just pull upwards, allowing all of that water to flush through the bag. And you'll see that the color of the water is now going to start to change from clean, crystal clear, to absolutely filthy, sometimes gray, sometimes green, all depending on what is inside your pool that it is removed from the pores of your pool. And you want to continue this until all the water that drains out of your filter bag comes out clear and no more cloudy or discolored. Please do not dry mechanically. No irons or dryers. Well, proof is in the pudding, but doesn't necessarily need to be all over you. So for a less of a hands-on approach, there's an alternate way of simply using the washing machine. Place it on a cold, delicate cycle or gentle cycle. Do not use any detergents because they may trap themselves within the fibers of the bag. Set on a small cycle, and voila. Now to place back onto the bottom lid assembly, once again reverse the filter bag so that now the soft felt-like material that traps the fine particles is on the inside. And another indicator of how you know that the bag is proper is that the tag will be on the outside. Grab the bag at the center or at the large ends so that the filter bag label is at the center here. Stretch it apart, pull it over the first wire, and then with your fingers, pull the bag over the second wire. Gently together, slide down each side. What will happen is, you'll find that you get towards the bottom, and you have those lips that I'd mentioned earlier of the plastic. You want to make sure that you pull down this elastic to the edge of the lip on either side, and repeat this at the opposing sides. And you'll find that as you use the cleaner more and more, that this elastic will give a little more and be a lot easier to work with. Now, you want to pull in the ends of the filter bag so that they fit into the corner pieces of the wire. Another way of doing that is simply pulling along and sliding your fingers into the slots allocated specifically for that purpose. You want to make sure that all the filter bag is in place, tucked in nicely. Go to the cleaner itself, slide the filter bag in, and make sure that you feel along the edges that there's no excess filter bag on the outside. For if so, what may happen is that you might find that some debris is escaping. Make sure everything snaps. Once again, take a quick visible and maybe even a physical touch and look to make sure that everything is in place and locked. It's very important to hear those snapping and closed. Make sure, because if not, what might happen